What's up YouTube, Iron Recognition here today, and I'm gonna be discussing what is calisthenics, who can start calisthenics, and finally, how do you start calisthenics? Alright, so first and foremost, if you're a woman, if you're a man, if you're a teenager, if you're older, if you're younger, anyone can start calisthenics. There's no age requirement. So all these advice that I'm going to be giving to you guys today, it can apply regardless of your age. I'm going to be discussing 3 different variations of exercises. So there's going to be the push-ups, the chair dips, and the dips, which are going to be the pushing exercises of calisthenics. We're going to cover them one by one. Then I'm going to be covering the pulling exercises, which include inverted rows and pull-ups, as well as chin-ups and all the variations. And lastly, going to be involving the legs, which I'm going to be showing the squat and the lunges. So first and foremost, the push-up. I'm going to be showing you an example on screen of the push-up.
And then he's going to push right back up. He pushes all the way up. You're going to see a push-up, at least know how to do that full push-up and own that position before we start breaking into smaller half reps.
If you're not able to do a push-up yet, you can do a push-up on your knees.
So again, you're keeping your body straight, everything's tight, core is tight.
By doing push-ups on your knees, you're going to be able to slowly but surely build the regular push-up up, and you're going to be able to rep it up. Start with 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps on all the exercises that I'm going to be discussing. The push-ups works, like I said, the chest, the shoulders, and the triceps. Now, the pull-ups, the inverted rows, the pulling exercises of the category that I mentioned, these ones, what do they work? Which muscles? Well, when you're pulling something towards you, your biceps gets activated, your forearm gets activated, as well as your back muscle, they get activated. So remember that. Pull-ups, inverted rows, they work biceps, traps, forearms, back, all the pulling muscles. Push-ups, dips, chair dips, they work chest, shoulders, and triceps. So I showed examples of the knee push-ups, the regular push-ups. Now here's the inverted row.
The bar or between the hands when doing a bodyweight row, but this encourages the neck to excessively round. Instead, fix your eyes on a point directly overhead so that your neck stays neutral. This issue with our head position is often done alongside pigeoning our head back and forth, usually in part to fool ourselves into thinking that we're getting more range than we actually are. If you are struggling to get through full range of motion, increase the angle between yourself and the floor to make this exercise easier, body to our hands. It can therefore be tempting to cheat and alter our body line to make it easier. What we should look to do instead is squeeze the glutes, brace the core, and fight for that straight body line.
This is the opposite of the push-up. Next, we have the pull-ups. This is the pull-ups. This is how you perform it.
Wider than shoulder width apart. What you want to make sure you do on a proper pull-up is keep the chest up and elevated as you're pulling up towards the bar so that it goes up towards that upper portion of your chest or your clavicle. Notice he keeps his chest up, pulls with his back and his arms, and keeps his body nice and still while he's doing this. That's a proper pull-up.
Then we have the negative pull-up. If you're not able to do a pull-up yet, you could do the negative pull-ups.
Get my hands in the bar. So from here I can take just a little bit of a hop. It's a slight plyometric, but nothing extreme. And what I'm going to do is jump my chin above the bar, bend my knees, and lower my body weight down slowly. So when you're doing negative work, it's really important to go slow and work deeply into those muscles. So Here we go. I'm going to compress a little bit and then jump. And I'm going to bend my knees and slowly lower to a dead hang.
I'm gonna do a video on how to do your first pull-up where I'm gonna go more in depth. Here you go. Then finally, I have the squats and the lunges. Now these exercises work the lower body, the legs, the hamstrings, the quads, the glutes, a little bit of calves. I recommend that you do calf raises, lunges, as well as squats. And then when you get proficient at the squats, if you want to stick to body weight training, do air squats, so jump squats. Here's an example.
You should try to reach below parallel. If you can't get there yet, that's okay. Squeeze your butt on your way up. Make sure your chest is out, your abs are still tight, and speed it up. Make sure your knees are not going inward like this. You want to make sure they're going out.
Here's an example of the regular squats. Here's an example of the jump squats. Now here is an example of the last one, the lunges, which
body straight down. The couple things you want to remember is, now give us a couple repetitions, Daisy. So watch her movement. Her knee stays behind her toes. She's not going forward, she's going down. The knee, if you can, will stay right over the ankle. She's dropping her upper body straight down, her chest is up, she's looking forward, and she's working that leg in a safe, functional way. So you might do 10 repetitions on one side, then she would switch, bring the other foot forward, and again, watch as she goes up and down. The knee stays behind the toes. This is a natural, functional movement. We want to be able to do this. We want these muscles to be as strong as possible. When these muscles are weak, that's when we have pain. That's when we have dysfunction, right? So by staying stationary, this is how you start. This is how you build up strength as a beginner. And there you have it. How to do a lunge for a beginner.
works the quads, the hamstrings, and the glutes, as well as a little bit of the calves. Here is an example of
As far up as you can, just like this. So all the way up, lock it out, get some good stability at the top, and back down. And repeat. Good.
Hope you keep that information into mind, you apply it, you get to work, and you get your results. Iron Recognition, peace out, like, comment, and subscribe.